Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming out to the latest show with Ronny Pascale. That's me, Ronny Pascale. Guys, today my Zoom connection had an unstable connection and I immediately wanted to date it. Ugh. All right, we're going to start with some topical jokes. A new study found a major drop in the national math scores for students since the adoption of Common Core curriculum. One teen was quoted as saying, "I literally can't even." Is that one too much of a thinker? I literally can't even. They're so bad at math, guys. I'm going to explain my jokes tonight. It's been reported that Whole Foods will be restricting cash payments in some of their stores. Luckily, you can now take out a second mortgage to pay for that 1 pound of carrots. I meant to say organic carrots and I fucked up. Oh well, who cares? Who cares? Only I knew that. A new study shows that as many as 20% of American kids are obese, but they all prefer the term supersized. Throw that one away.
No.
That one doesn't need to happen again. It's been reported that the most viral genre on Pornhub has been, kid you not, coronavirus porn, and they have the antibodies to prove it.
Oh my.
Ow! All right, last joke before we start the real portion of the show, guys. Some good news. A Bangkok cat cafe, try saying that, a Bangkok cat cafe reopened after its virus shut down. Employees say they're feline good.
Oh.
Yeah, puns.
Yeah.
Guys, our first performer is coming to you straight from Coffee Can Alley. Give it up for Aloysius J. Pig.
Woo.
Hey, what's going on?
Mr. Pig, how are you?
I'm phenomenal. How are you, Ronnie?
Phenomenal also.
I have a special treat for you tonight.
Oh, do you? What is it?
I wrote you a song.
What? You wrote me
I
a
wrote
song.
you a song for your show.
You did. That's the nicest thing anyone has ever done for me.
Well, maybe you should wait and hear it before before you judge.
Okay, I would love to hear it.
It's actually
gonna...
quite scathing.
Okay, are you starting with it, or are we building to that?
I think we should build to it.
Okay.
I was so excited that I was like, I don't want to tell him, and then I told you.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I've never had someone write a song for me before.
Yeah, well, again, it's very it's hard hitting, okay? So I don't want you to get like your heart all aflutter, and then all of a sudden I'm just because I'm a mean pig of the streets. So
that's what I've heard.
Yeah, I did a lot of roast battles, and it wasn't for me.
You did some roast battles? Were they pig
I would
roasts?
walk in, and people would be like, "Who's this little pig?" And I'd be like, this isn't. And I would just walk out because have you ever seen New York comedians?
Seen old comedians?
New York ones.
Yeah, old New Yorkers. I've seen those.
They're not even the old ones. The young ones too. They're all like, ugh, ugh, ugh. And I would walk in, and they would be like, I'd be like, "What's that smell?" And they'd be like, "You're the pig." And I'd be like, "Okay, patchouli." It's just not cool.
So you don't like the smell of patchouli is what I'm taking out of all this.
Let's just say, no, I don't at all. I was trying to think of one of those big music festivals, Fry Fest. Is that one?
Yep, Fry Fest. That's a thing that happened.
I know a lot of people went to, big island fun time. Can I tell you what I did today?
Yeah, I would love to hear it.
I mowed the grass.
You mowed the grass.
Which is a euphemism for I cut the lawn.
What? You did that? How did you do that?
It's a double entendre. Hold on. I trimmed my hedges.
If you think about it, if a cow did it, he mowed the lawn.
Hold on a second. This guy knows where it's at. This guy. I was actually just looking around. I doubt you've ever seen my daily show, but we have a segment called Calisthenics with Moo
I did
Lissa.
watch that. I've watched your show.
She's like, move to your left and move to your right. Move. I don't remember her whole song. That's her bit. I'm not going to step on it, but
it's a good bit.
We're big on cows around here. People,
it's cows are big on you.
I don't get it.
I don't either. I just
Can
tried
I tell you that cat joke you told earlier? The best work you've ever done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good about it.
Yeah, I don't want to say you've peaked early in life, but that's it. You're up at the top, Sisyphus. Go back down now, okay?
Aloysius, I just had a joke come to me too late. I could have said, they're feline good. Meow for the show. But I thought of that just now. Too late.
No, that's fine. I mean, you just worked it in. It's like a callback.
Yeah.
It's like a kitty cat callback.
Kitty cat corners.
Hey, we're on Zoom. We're sitting kitty corner from each other. Look at us.
Yeah. I like it. What's your background?
It's a town map. I'm looking. I have a map of Coffee Can Alley so I can see where all of my enemies live.
Oh, do you have them marked off in red?
There's push pins. You can't really see them. I was outside today. Mowing the grass and my cutting the lawn, and my neighbor, he walks over and he says, "Hey, Aloysius," and I was trying to keep a safe distance, my 6 feet and everything, had my mask on, had my gloves on, and he keeps taking steps toward me, and it became this weird tango where I was just like, yeah, bro. I kept backing up as he was talking to me, and he was locked eyes with me, and I was just like, how far is this going to go? There's a fence back there. He's going to pin me. Help!
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I came inside. My bumper car, his wife, hosed me off with bleach. I took my... Yeah. So I feel very clean right now. Very sparkly.
You look clean. This is the cleanest I've ever seen you.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I've been on the show a few times, and I said, tonight's the night I really dress up for Ronnie. So, as you can see, I forgot to dress up. There's my tail. But
next time I expect a tuxedo.
Oh, okay. I can't go out and get things, right? I just want to, before you ask for costume changes, just understand. But we'll do our best, okay?
You could make it at home with some arts and crafts.
I'm very crafty. Have you seen my Etsy?
I have not. Is it good?
It's called Pig's Blankets, and everybody is buying them. Thank you. That worked out better than I was expecting. I didn't know it was going to be that quick-witted.
It's very quick-witted.
Well, I know you're short on time tonight, so I don't want to eat up everything. I want to hog the whole show.
Oh, don't hog the show. Do you want to sing your song before we go?
Can I please?
Yes, I would love that.
I don't have no music to it, but we're going to... Can you get out of the frame? Sorry about that. This guy. Here's how it goes. Ready? I just got to look at the lyrics. Okay. Hee, ho, ho, ho. It's Ronny Pascale in the latest show with the best of guests popping bottles of fun. If you're going to watch a show, make sure that this is the one. Ha, ha, ha. We. With bits and jokes and fun. It's a blast, you'll see. So you best be believing that you'll always be seeing the mostest, the greatest, the funnest, the grandest, the super stupendous, and never the blandest on the late-ish show with Ronny Pascale.
That was the nicest thing anyone has ever done for me.
Did you like it?
I loved it. I'm going to record that as my ringtone.
Okay. I feel like I was a little bit pitchy. Was I a little bit pitchy tonight? I don't know.
No, you were perfectly in tune.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For having me.
Yeah. What do you want to plug anything before you go?
I want to plug everybody watching to take care of themselves and be sweet and be nice to people who are with you and wash your hands and social distance and watch the pig. What is it called? It's called Hanging Out with Pig and Pals. Yeah, Hanging Out with Pig and Pals on Coffee Can Alley on Facebook and listen to the Bumper podcast. That's all I got.
I love it. Thank you. See you next week.
See you, buddy. I'm going to go to sleep now, okay?
Yeah, go take that nap.
You just got kissed by a pig.
I love it. Bye. Keep it going for Aloysius J. Pig and the greatest theme song that I've ever had.
Woo!
Guys, this next performer, Hurricane Sandy, really helped this next guest get centered. Please welcome avocado enthusiast Susie Quarantine.
Hi, Ronnie. Happy Quarantini Tuesday to you.
Happy Quarantini Tuesday to you, Susie Quarantine.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor and a blessing.
I was honored when your agent said that you would be down to do this.
Isn't she the best?
Yeah, she's amazing. She was so easy to talk to on the phone.
I love her. She's great. She's so great. Such a blessing. Such a hashtag blessing she is.
Oh, definitely. So what have you been up to?
Just relaxing, you know? Like, quarantine, this pandemic is really just an opportunity for us to look inward and, like, take stock, like, press pause and just really enjoy yourself, you know? Like, my silly hat. Like, I'm just being silly. Like, why not just be silly?
So you've been enjoying yourself. I like to hear that.
Yes.
That hat, did you have it before quarantine?
This is just my Monday brunch hat. I'm wearing it on a Tuesday because I'm just feeling a little crazy.
Ooh, that is crazy. So you have Monday brunch every day?
We did move Monday brunch to Tuesday. The chef was very nice to do that for me because, you know, I was just feeling a little kooky. Trying to stay positive. Hashtag, you know, stay safe, all those things. Shout out to my fans.
And by chef, does this mean you're going out or is someone coming to your house to cook for you?
It's my personal chef. He is with me in Montana right now. We're all quarantining together with my staff. We're all just working together. It's so beautiful how everyone's really come together during this time. Like, my heart just goes out to the essential workers. Like, my personal trainer, Julio, he has been such a blessing to me during this time. Like, he has, like, we can't be together because he's back in New York City. So he does virtual workouts with me. And, like, I know the world is on fire, but, like, so is my ass. So it's just so amazing how we're all working together.
Yeah, I love hearing that your ass is on fire, you said, right?
It is.
Making sure I didn't mishear you.
Thank you, Julio.
So how long has Julio been with you?
12 years.
Oh, wow. Nice. He sounds like an essential to you.
He is. And thank God for my colorist as well. She's really done a great job keeping up this deep auburn.
Oh, your colorist is with you too?
She's on the 3rd floor, yes.
Oh, wow. So you have a big place in Montana is what it sounds like.
Well, you know, we're just trying to stay safe, be together. You know, I know there's a lot of people struggling in the city, and I just wanted to give them, you know, their space to do that.
Mm-hmm. And are you originally from Montana?
Yes. But I don't like to tell people that. They think I'm a real New Yorker.
Yeah, you hide your accent well. I was going to compliment you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And so Hurricane Sandy helped you get centered? What does that mean exactly?
Ronnie, disasters are just opportunities to look inward and grow. Hurricane Sandy provided, I mean, I wasn't in New York at the time, but it provided me with the chance to learn French. I speak French now. Je ne sais pas, je m'appelle Claude. Like, what? And that's
what does that mean?
It means something very sexy in French that I can't say on your show in English. It would be inappropriate.
So do the editors need to bleep that out when we air this?
Possibly.
All right. I like that.
Let me just say, learning French during Hurricane Sandy was just a part of the broken road that led me to my current quarantine boyfriend, Pierre, who I met on Raya. We both extended our parameter thing distance because we both love adventures so much. And, you know, we're so in love and we're celebrating 3 weeks on Friday. So
ooh, congratulations.
Thank you. We're just thriving together.
Did you say Raya?
It's a dating app for really, like, pretty people.
Okay.
They rejected my friend Lauren. She's a comic, and she tried to join, and they rejected her. So But
they've rejected Lauren. Lauren's amazing.
I know. Whoever works there, they just don't see her value, I guess. But
Lauren might be the funniest comedian that I know.
Isn't she amazing? She's like so funny and hot. She's my favorite comic. Poor thing, she's stuck in New York City, cooped up with roommates. God bless her.
Oh God, God forbid. Who wants to be in New York City right now?
Not me. Not any of my staff.
Yeah, your staff came with you. How are they adjusting to being with you?
They're loving it. We have meditation circles on Monday. Tuesday is creative writing day. I think Wednesdays is yoga. I need to check in with Raul. But yeah, we're just really getting to know each other, getting to love each other. I mean, it's really just, quarantine's just a big party, you know? This is just a big party for us.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Quarantine, big party. That's what all the newspapers are saying.
Quarantine Tuesday. It's so great. Yeah.
What is your go-to quarantini? Is there like a special recipe?
So Pierre sent this bottle of Prosecco to me from Paris. And so I mixed it with some fresh squeezed OJ from my orange tree in Montana, which is a thing.
Oh, so it's like a mimosa almost.
Yeah, it's like an almost mimosa. Yeah.
An almost mimosa. Great. I think you should label it as an almost mimosa when you put your recipe online.
Thank you. I'll send that to my recipe group, who is also thriving.
Are there any other good recipes in the recipe group?
Just some like really fun, silly stuff. Like we have like a smash avo toast recipe. It's like super silly. We put some lemon juice on it, some crushed sea salt. It's like so easy. It's like I'm so lazy. Like I'm making crushed avo toast. Like who am I? Lauren Krass, a comic trying to learn how to cook in New York City. Like.
So we had someone in the comments say an almosa. How do we feel about that?
I think that's brilliant. I think I'm drinking an almosa. Cheers to you, joyful person in the chat who understands the joys of quarantine. Cheers.
Cheers. I got water. Sorry. I've been a good boy.
It's the elixir of life.
Yeah, it's really like keeping me vibrant. I'm partying on water.
Love it, Ronnie. Love that for you.
Have you ever done a power hour with water? It really wakes you up.
I'll have to ask my trainer about that.
Yeah, your trainer will definitely like get you in shape.
Love it.
Hey, Susie, before we go, I just have one deep question for you. And
go for it.
And if you don't want to answer, I understand. Do you have any money?
Oh, I'm like so rich. God, could you imagine quarantine if you weren't rich? Oh my God, that would be so horrible. Sorry. Yes, I'm very, very rich. I'm very rich.
Okay, just want to make sure. I want to make sure this wasn't all a facade.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Before you go, do you have anything you want to plug for anyone else, maybe?
Sure. You can Venmo my comedian friend Lauren Krass if you think she's funny, and follow her on Instagram because she really needs it.
She needs it?
She really needs it. Yeah, she's like a mess.
Yeah, she's not doing good, is what I've heard.
I'm worried about her.
Me too. I kind of hate her. I'm just kidding.
Wow. Tell her you said that.
Yeah, don't say anything.
She'll be upset.
Okay. Well, Susie, thank you for being here. Bye.
Blessings. Stay safe.
Keep it going for Susie Quarantine. Guys, this is the next comedian. The first time I met him, this is a true story. He came to my house for a Bake CD dinner, and it's all been downhill ever since. He was part of the 2020 Billtown Comedy Festival in Williamsport, PA, and the New York Underground Comedy Festival. Give it up for Kevin Brady.
Woo!
Hello.
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
I'm doing well. Yourself, Ronnie?
I'm doing good. I just have to figure out how to work tech because I am terrible at it.
His camera ain't on.
Oh, that's what it is. It's you, not me. Yes.
There we go. I was gonna say I'm hitting the button and it's like the host won't let you join. Like I've been here the whole time, Ronnie.
That's weird. Hi, how are you? There you are.
Oh, I'm excited because this is the first time there's video evidence of me doing comedy and people don't just assume that I'm homeless.
Have you got that a lot?
It is a joke that I usually do with stand-up, but yeah, I've actually gotten I've auditioned for 3 different roles for a homeless man. So
are you allowed to talk about any of them?
I didn't get cast, but I also don't really remember all of them, so I guess I wasn't convincing enough.
I would cast you as a homeless man.
Hey, you know what? It's okay. The most important part of the word typecasting is casting, so
Exactly.
whatever, as long as the check clears.
Now, you got me thinking of like, oh, maybe he was homeless when he came to my house to have baked ziti.
That's the only reason why I said yes.
So for those who don't know, it was supposed to happen like March 15th. I was going to have a sketch show that me and a couple of friends wrote, and Kevin was going to be one of the actors in it. And the night we had our first table read, I made baked ziti for all the actors. And there was, like 8 of you all in my house or something like that?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Yeah, I didn't just, pick a random house and walk in and,
Which now, in hindsight, maybe you did. I don't know. Maybe you, tricked me, and it was the Jedi mind trick.
I mean, I'm using a background right now. You don't know if I'm actually inside.
Yeah, what is that background?
So I'm gonna come out of frame a little bit. So that right there, it's cut off a bit, but that is the Burnside Fountain, which is a statue in my hometown, which is affectionately referred to as Turtle Boy, because it's basically a man molesting a giant sea turtle.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's been downtown in Worcester, Massachusetts for 150 years or something like that.
I've been to Worcester once and I missed it. I feel like I failed everything.
You know what? It's one of the few highlights of Worcester.
I went to go see a Bright Eyes concert about 15 years ago, so.
Where? At
the Worcester
arena?
Palladium?
Oh my god. In a past life, I was a musician and I played at the Palladium more frequently than I'd care to admit. So it's much more glamorous on the floor than it is backstage.
Well, I like Worcester because I am a Red Sox fan from Connecticut, and Worcester meant I was almost at Fenway Park.
You know, it's pretty much right there because you could get on the commuter rail at Union Station. It drops you right off at Fenway Park. It's one of the stops on the commuter rail.
I love it. I miss the Red Sox. I miss baseball.
Have you been watching any of the KBO?
No, I haven't. Is it good?
I've watched most of one game, mostly because I'm actually working through all this too. I'm one of those essential employees, so I haven't been able to watch a full game. But it's good if you like old baseball, like low scoring defensive games. Like they're not swinging for home runs every time. They'd rather move the runner over. I love it. I absolutely love that kind of baseball. So, but also beggars can't be choosers right now.
Yeah. I've been watching, I know he's not cool to talk about, but Trevor Bauer is like a highly opinionated baseball player who says a lot of dumb shit a lot. And he's been putting out some cool videos of him and some other players just batting practice. And I'm like, I'll watch batting practice right now.
Yeah. Well, ESPN accidentally gave out his cell phone number because he was doing a Zoom interview with them. And apparently a bunch of people just started texting him and calling him. So I don't know if he's changed it or what, but
I imagine someone like him welcomes that. So for those who don't know, Trevor Bauer just says dumb shit all the time, right? And so I just imagine he loves trolling all these people who are calling him.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing? So you're an essential worker, you said?
Yeah, I work in a pet store. So yeah, and puppies and kitties need to eat during all this. So I've been working straight through all that, and it's been quite interesting because I may not be in New York City, but I'm just outside of it, and everybody that works in New York City that lives in New Jersey lives in my county. So the big excitement tomorrow is that they're doing a free mobile testing site around the corner from my apartment. So,
ooh, congrats! Yeah. You guys are big time now.
Oh yeah, we're putting Hackensack on the map.
How are the animals dealing? Are they having fun and enjoying life still?
Well, as much as I suppose they can. we'll have customers that will bring in their dogs, and the dogs are like, dogs in general have an issue with people wearing masks. So all the dogs are freaking out, and they'll come in the store and like, I smell things I like, but people are scary. I can't tell who you are. So that's been fun. That's the F word I'm gonna go with. That's been fun.
So what you're telling me is dogs are like iPhones, because you know how like iPhones can't recognize your face while you're wearing a mask.
Yep. Which is actually good, because a lot of dogs are afraid of guys with beards. So I just throw on my mask and immediately they're like, okay, default human.
But dogs like homeless people, so you are good.
They do. Default human, probably homeless. Okay, we're good.
So you are essential to the essentials.
Yes. I'd say I'm more essential, because the dogs can't help themselves. They can't feed themselves.
No, they cannot.
We don't need to go to Dunkin' Donuts every day. We can make food at the house, but Fido isn't going to tear into a bag of well, no, they will tear into a bag of kibbles and bits if you can give them the
Do you guys actually have dogs named Fido? Because I feel like that should be against the law to do.
No, we actually had a beta fish that was called Fido.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. With at least with New Jersey, most pet stores, they can't sell dogs or cats anymore. It's like strictly like adoption only. So we have a private group that we work with that brings in rescue animals for adoption. So the only thing we actually sell in my store for live animals are beta fish, and nobody's coming in to buy beta fish during the plague. So,
for being honest, I don't like beta fish a whole lot.
They are not pleasant animals.
No.
They're fine by themselves. They're like me.
All right, we got to wrap up. Is there anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
You can find me on the social medias at Kevin H. Brady. There's also going to be a link to a New York Underground Comedy Festival. It's all online this year. I got a couple of sets up on there. But yeah, other than that, just find me on social media and take care of your pets.
Amazing. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Ronny. Bye.
Bye. Keep it going for Kevin. Guys, our final performer, You've seen her at Super Sketch Tuesday at the Pit. Give it up for Nicole Matarese.
Hey, Ronny. Hi. How are you?
How are you? I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, in the apartment, but I'm doing all good. To be honest with you, I just miss having parties to flake on. Like, I totally for granted. I admittedly haven't been the biggest fan of parties in recent years, but like at this point in time, I would definitely like give my left pinky toe to feel awkward at a social gathering right now.
Me too.
At that point. Yeah, but obviously I want everyone to, hashtag stay home now, so eventually we could do that safely again. So mix
Party like it's 1999 soon.
Yes. That's something like that, right? Whatever year it is.
I've lost track. Have you also lost track of what day it is?
I was before I begin my bit, I was thinking we should just start calling 2020 Kyle. Like, just not even, anymore. Just call the name of a guy that drinks Monsters all the time, punches walls. If everyone's in agreement, we just do that.
We just gotta forget that guy.
Yeah, exactly. I have to say, like, I'm, I've seen plenty of people do it here. I'm doing it now. I'm like genuinely impressed by people that are able to hold long conversations right now. I feel like I like hit a wall if I like run into a stranger and start like talking to them. I'm like I gotta go. I have a lot to do. Like, I have to think about like scrambling tofu and streaming service I'm going to download. Like, I always just like wake up in the morning hoping this is just a fever dream, right? Like, I heard that Ja Rule and 50 Cent are going to have a live stream rap battle. I don't know if this has happened already. When I heard this, I woke up and I was like, oh, great. This past month has just been a nightmare, and the years after 2003. So there we go. 1999, 2003. Kyle, who knows what year it is. I have to be serious for a second, though. If you don't have a bad haircut, did you even quarantine? Like, check the math there.
I'm still looking in the mirror.
No, your hair looks great. I love curly
Thank
hair.
you.
I would too. Another question I have, Ronnie might have the answer, and watching this might have the answer. What is a good mood? I have no idea.
Just like a good mood overall. I don't even know anymore.
Like, what's a good mood? Like, what's that like? Yeah, it's a distant memory. That's dark.
Joy.
Okay, one more question. No, we'll keep it rolling. I was doing laundry the other day, and I just wanted to make sure it's okay if we drop the clothes on the ground after we wash them because they're protected by the soap shield, right? Like, everyone's on the same page about that, right? No? Okay, okay, I lied. I have another question. I'll just keep going with my questions. Maybe that's just me. You're very funny on Twitter, so you might not know. My question is, what do average Joes that aren't funny say on Twitter? Like, hi, how are you? Or something I just, like, don't understand. Like, tell me. Okay, this is actually the last one for real. When people are funnier than you, how do you not hate yourself?
I hate myself all the time.
You're very funny, Ronnie.
Thank you.
Oh man, quarantine sucks, and it would suck so much more if I didn't live above a dispensary. It's like not even a joke. That's just so true. It's right below me in my building. But this past Easter though, more than ever, I actually really wanted to get chocolate wasted. I'm thank you. I hope that means everyone's in agreement with me. You know, chocolate all the way. Chocolate's great. It's less bossy, you know, like taste the rainbow. Like, how about you don't tell me what to do, Skittles, right? You are. Life is crazy right now. Instead of barking to go out to pee, my dog has just started saying, look at me, I'm the captain now. It's really interesting. Is local woman walking dog or is local dog walking woman a quarantine story? It's generally how our life goes.
I would watch that.
Yeah, thanks. I'm feeling socially distant from the person I was earlier in quarantine. Like, when I hear people walk behind me, I hear the theme for Jaws playing in my mind. And I mean, speaking of movies, when they said spring break forever, I just think this is not what they meant. And I heard someone mention Fire Festival before, and I was actually, it's funny because I was thinking that this was actually foreshadowing a need for social distancing, and we just didn't see it at the time. When I think about kind of how all of our lives are structured right now, I just feel like we're all in a circle now. Right? Like, it's not even interesting anymore. So we established we don't know what a good mood is. Who remembers fun?
Not me.
Don't know what that is either.
This is fun. What are we talking about?
Yeah, you know what? I'm having a great time. It's fun to find. Here we are.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, on that note, I bet no one is giving that town in Footloose a hard time right now. I mean, it's crazy when you think about 2020, aka Kyle. Like, we celebrated Valentine's Day this year. Like, I can't even believe that a Super Bowl happened this year. Like, we watched that all together. Like, but you know what? Maybe if we're not going to call it Kyle, let's just call 2020 what it really is, the chum bucket, right? Yeah, so feeling all sorts of strange feelings. All of a sudden, Good Charlotte's The Young and the Hopeless makes much more sense to me. Like, I put my feet in some grass earlier, and that really did it for me. And pretty soon after that, I had a pretty hot evening. I watched two people hug, and it felt really naughty.
Nice.
Really into it. So I live in LA, hence the dispensary, and LA is crazy. Ronnie, I know you lived here. You see a lot
I loved it.
Yeah, it's great. A lot of weird shit goes on. But the cream of the crop is those that drive on the sidewalk. Like, traffic sucks, but not that much. Recently, a couple weeks ago, there was a pretty big earthquake in LA. And none of us were really fazed because we've all been faced with the earth-shattering news that we'll never be famous. So, we're all okay. It's all of us, though. I'm guilty of it, too, dreaming of fame. I saw a YouTube ad the other day, and I was very judgmental of it, I have to say. There was like a weird LA wannabe in it, right? I was like, who does she think she is? And then I looked in the mirror. But it's funny, I'll wrap up with this. I'm actually the most confident I've been since moving to LA. You know, not seeing the lifestyles of the rich and famous on the streets has just been much healthier. I only see them on Instagram, so it's like a really healthy way of life. That being said, Instagram is where vanity dies, Snapchat is where vanity lives, and there's this other website, if you remember Word Vomit from Mean Girls, they call that website Twitter. So, and what's Facebook? I have no idea. So anyway, so thank you, Ronnie, for having me on.
Thanks, Nicole.
Yay!
Guys, give it up for everyone tonight. We had Natty Bumpercar, Lauren Hope Krass, Kevin Brady, and Nicole Matarese. Yay! Woo! Guys, we do this show most nights. I'm going to project everyone's Venmo handles. If you like them, give them a couple of dollars. We're all in this together. Good night.
Bye.